I would say one of the toughest artists to get ready was Biggie.
What up? Where were you on the night of the fest?
I had come in, and just when he was about to be media trained, Wendy Washington was leaving Arista, and I replaced Wendy Washington. She said, now I already planned this little day with Biggie. I heard he's difficult. I haven't had a chance to media train him. He hasn't allowed me to get with him. But, the press is coming. She had already set up the day. I said, okay. And she said, but you're going to need to meet with him a couple of hours before and give him a quick down and dirty. No problem. So we get there. He arrives. He's at Bad Boy when I arrived, very early. And we're in the room with the hospitality and everything that I had set up. And then, so we start talking, and I introduce myself, and he looks me up and down and goes, okay. And so I sit down and I start asking him questions. I said, I just want to do a run through really quickly. I want to do a little media training with you. He goes, so he's answering questions, and I'm saying, okay, answer the question with the question. Stop saying the N-word, and look people directly in the eye when you speak to them. He looked me up and down again. He said, you big. And I said, it's Miss Bitch to you. And he said, I'll be right back. And so about 15 minutes passed. I said, well, he should have been back in here by now. I went around the office looking for him. I didn't see him. I went to ask the receptionist, did you see Biggie pass here? She said, oh, yeah, he left about 15 minutes ago. I was like, left the building? And I went into Michelle Joyce's office and broke down crying. I said, oh my gosh, the press is coming here in 2 hours. And Biggie has left the building. She said, girl, this is how he rolls. Get used to it. You're hungry? Come with me. And I sat in her office and cried real tears. So this is my first thing I'm doing at Arista. And I said, am I about to get fired from this job? And it went like that our first year. Then finally, it took a turn when he saw that I was really on his side. And he started calling me mom. And then he wanted to be media trained more. He wanted all of those things. He became a little superstar.
Wow.
Because then he wanted it. By the second album, my first album was rocky. Just as the second album was moving on, he was, I'm going to be cooperative. I'm not going to have 20 people with me. It's going to be good. I said, okay, I'm looking forward to it. And then one time I thought he was going to beat up a photographer because the photographer did not say that it was a fifth floor walk-up. And he had a fit. And I told the photographer, that might be a little something you want to say to a man who's 300 pounds. And Biggie punished him. He made him go get food. He said, you go get my food. I said, I'll get it. He said, no, you're not.
Wow.
He's going to get it.
I got a story to tell.
Y'all niggas ain't gonna believe what the fuck happened to me. You that bitch I left the club with, man? Yeah.